Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart 84. I'm having a closer look today at my the mango that I got from Canarius that spent 3 weeks in a cardboard box due to problems with transport, customs, plant inspections and postage. Mainly the paperwork caused the problems. This is a grafted mango Alphonso, and you can probably see the graft here. I think they use a simple cleft graft for these. Now these clearly are not grown by Canarius, they're grown by another grower in the Canary Islands, who then Canarius sell them on either on their behalf or buy them from them. You can see it's a very young plant. I'd say the graft is less than 6 months old. I do feel that Canarius send out very young, unestablished plants, unfortunately. It's got a nice side shoot on it here that's come out above the graft, because they obviously use tips that have got multiple buds on them. The plant has lost a lot of leaves. It's defoliated heavily in the box, although it would look as if it's got quite a lot on it, and it's lost quite a few more leaves since I've had it here. What I've been doing is I've enclosed it inside a polythene tunnel in the a polythene bubble, I should say, rather than the tunnel, because it's in my front room, in the hope that it will protect the plants and keep the humidity levels up so that it recovers enough to survive the rest of the autumn and winter inside the house, because they don't like the dry central heating. Now I gave it a good water when it arrived because it was very dry, but I've got to be very careful with mangoes because they really are extremely prone to damping off here. I don't think the browning on the end of the leaves is anthracnose. I think it's more likely to be the shock of being shut in a dark box for several weeks and the dryness it suffered there, as well as the dryness in my house. They haven't turned black or brown, they've just sort of gone, well, not a sort of a disease colour. It just looks like dried out leaf tips. Excuse me. And they don't have spots on the leaves. The younger leaves, the leaves that were obviously younger don't look too bad at all, but this plant's going to be pretty dormant now for, there's another one falling off, you see, not a good sign, but this plant's going to be dormant now until the spring. So all I'm going to do is spray it with some Seasol as a kind of like a buffer solution to try and give it a little bit of food and stabilise it. And I'm going to put it back in its polythene bag in a minute, and we'll see if I can manage to get a grafted mango to survive the winter here. And even if it does, I won't be putting it outside next summer, because that's killed any grafted mangoes I've had before have died when they've been outside. They just can't take our cool summers. It's just not warm enough for them, so it'll have to stay as a house plant anyway if it makes it that far. So I'm going to be careful obviously not to water it much during winter, because it's pretty damp now, the soil, but I will spray it with Seasol and see if that helps. So that grafted variety is Alphonso. It wasn't particularly the variety what I wanted, but they're very, very short of mangoes at this time of year because they've sold out on them during the summer season anyway. So sometimes you just have to take what you can get, but it's not a particularly large growing plant initially, so hopefully it can be kept as a house plant. So anyway, I thought that might interest a few people. That's my Alphonso mango that came from Canarius. I'm going to try and save. I'm going to spray it with Seasol in a minute, and then we'll see how it does over the winter, and if it dies like all my others have, or if I manage to nurse it through to the spring and then get some growth out of it next year. Much appreciate you watching the video. Thumbs up please. By all means share the video if you think anyone's interested. Subscribe to my channel, and remember to click on the bell if you would like updates on this and other plants. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Brett out for now.